Do we actually look forward to meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and moving from this world and transitioning into the afterlife?
قل إن كانت لكم الدار الآخرة عند الله خالصة من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين ولن يتمنوه أبدا بما قدمت أيديهم والله عليم بالظالمين ولتجدنهم أحرص الناس على حياة ومن الذين أشركوا يود أحدهم لو يعمر 1000 سنة وما هو بمزحزحه من العذاب أن يعمر والله بصير بما يعملون.
Are you looking forward to meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So if you look at these verses 94 to 96, it's the notion of thinking that you are the beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And here's an interesting example that's given here. If I were to take some other analogies, imagine you're working for a company, you're working for a corporation. Now you are quitting because you have landed a better job. You will be excited, right? However, on the other hand, if you are being let go and you haven't lined up anything else, you do not have anything else to look forward to, how would you feel? Same thing can apply when you're graduating from university or college, or when you're moving out of your parents' place to getting married and having your own place and so on and so forth. Now the same thing is given here. Do we actually look forward to meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and moving from this world and transitioning into the afterlife? That's a great criteria to think about. What do we think about when we are going to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Because subconsciously we may feel that we are doing great and we will be from the beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever reason. It may be because other people are praising us and we feel that way. However, there's a very interesting criteria that has been given here, and that is, how do we think about, do we look forward to meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or not? Do we look forward and look and think about our actions that we are committing from day till night and overnight? Do we see how are we going to justify and how are we going to be talking about those actions when we meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And another key reminder here, that regardless of how long we live, the hereafter is to come. And there's a lot of stuff happening today around longevity and increasing your lifespan, increasing the quality of life, and so on and so forth. And that's a great thing that's happening. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is kind of mentioning that in 1400 plus years ago in Quran about the hirs, about the greed for living longer and longer. But regardless of what happens, you have to transition into afterlife. And if you're not using that lifespan for good, then it would have severe consequences.